CBC Boxing. So there's an interesting saying in the business world: you can't save your way to success. And I'm going to touch on what I mean by that a bit later on in the video. But this particular video here is an article that I saw on boxingscene.com with Mr. Eddie Hearn. The title of this is, "Will Fight Camp put boxing center stage again, or is it Hearn's big vanity project?" So before I get onto this, I did see Eddie Hearn's interview with Kugan Cassius on IFL TV, and Eddie Hearn had nicknamed the garden Matchroom Square Gardens, after Madison Square Gardens, which was pretty creative. And he was detailing how the event's gonna go. So he's gonna have like fireworks for the boxers. He's gonna have special effects, and then he's also talking about the initial fight noise in the arena. So, or not the arena, the garden, I should say. So you're gonna hear the advantages. And I heard this on Bunce and Costello's podcast as well. You're gonna get certain advantages that you might not get with a crowd noise. So you'll see a bit of the realness of the sport. You might hear the boxers spit in the bucket, the trainers shouting. You're gonna hear the feet on the canvas. The movement in the ring. You're gonna hear breathing, the cornermen. You're gonna hear the referees talk to the boxers during the fight. Like break it up, or point deducted. Even though you do hear them, but with the crowd noise, sometimes certain things get a little bit blindsided. But no, there's going to be a lot of advantages for definitely boxing fans. Anyway, you're gonna see the realness of it, as Bunt said in his podcast and what I addressed earlier. But specifically, what I wanted to talk about is the financial aspects of this particular event that Mr. Eddie Hearn is hosting. So as I'm reading through, it does say here, with no paying spectators and an arena constructed from scratch, there's a big black hole in the accounts. Doing a fight like that behind closed doors was the hardest part of this experiment, and the most costly as well. But I felt it was really important because we can run a box office event as week 4 of Fight Camp, Hearn said. Then it goes on to say, number 1, there's no gate. Number 2, the cost of running the show with no gate. The Alexander Povetkin Dillian Whyte fight, the gate for that would be £1 million. All of a sudden you're $1 million short. Where's that going to come from? He then went on to say, we've got a canopy, we're going to be building change rooms, hiring hotels. It's 30,000 for the testing at just one event. That's 120,000 overall for just testing. So with all these investments that they're putting in, what basically he's saying is they're not going to get it back. But what I was referring to earlier about there being the case that you can't save your way to success is, Eddie Hearn, I think on his Instagram or somewhere, I saw that they've got a new Matchroom logo and they've removed the boxing. So moving forward, this is only going to do good for the Matchroom brand, being that this is going to be successful, which I really hope it does. They're being as creative as possible. They're doing things that it's never been done in boxing. They're trying new things out, and as they say, this may be the new normal. What if there's a second wave, or there's a company that wants to host an event that may not necessarily need a crowd, that might just want to host their event on a TV. Who are they going to go to? Matchroom. So this is only going to help build the Matchroom brand, by putting this investment in. Even if you might not get it long term, which Eddie Hearn does think about. He does think long term. He's someone who is definitely a strategist person. It's only going to do wonders moving forward. And one of the great traits to have as a managing director / CEO is courage. Courage to take risks. You have to take risks in the business world, especially in the boxing world as well. So with that being said, I really hope that this show is successful here for Matchroom. And I'm definitely going to be one that will order the Whyte Povetkin fight if that's on pay-per-view anyway. Being I'm a fan of Dillian Whyte, and I was actually going to go to the fight in Manchester. I'd got my tickets, the boys were ready for the night out. But unfortunately, due to the virus, the fight had been rescheduled. But this is just my take on it. Anyway, what do you guys think? Are you looking forward to Fight Camp, or are you one of those guys that just prefer to have the crowd noise? If it is going to be a little bit different, if it rains as well, will that be a bit of a problem for the event? all. Listen, I guess as boxing fans, all we want to do is see a good fight. At the end of the day, if the fights are good, that's all that matters. But anyway, that's my take on it. CBC, I'm out.